Okay, so I realize that it doesn't really make sense to be doing sessions every time. So, with that said, let me invite Mike to the stage to join me. Mike, how's it going?
Very good. How are you doing? Good morning.
Good morning and good evening and good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for being on the first call. Yeah, it's exciting that we've made it this far already, and we're almost at 100 members in the group on Telegram, and we're super excited to, I guess, kickstart everything here. So, Mike, maybe just introduce yourself in case people you haven't had a chance to talk to everyone yet. So I'll give you the.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. I'm Mike. I'm music and technology, everything lover, crypto art enthusiast, and been chatting with Vandal here for a while about how we can grow the Near community. I think we all see Near as a really interesting alternative to some of the other blockchain solutions for crypto, particularly crypto music. And it'll be really interesting to see a community come together here with all of the importance of having like a community, sharing resources, supporting each other, and sort of growing together. I think is all going to be very interesting how that can come together. Yeah. And hi, hello, and feel free to reach out anytime. I know a couple things, I guess. Probably don't have the answers to everything, but yeah, if anyone has any questions, I'm always up to have a conversation. It's a great way to learn for me as well. So please reach out. I'm at Mike St. Jean pretty well everywhere. So Twitter's good, Telegram's good. Yeah, cool.
Awesome,
Thanks
Mike.
for having me up.
And Mike also was the one who put together the overview document on our Notion. So again, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to drop it in the chat as well for us now, so you can have a look at that.
And any thoughts or questions or edits or anything like that that you would like to see in the overview or recommendations, for us to add, reading, just forward it to Vandal or myself, and we'll collect all of this and keep updating it.
Yeah, I think one of the thoughts that I had for today is just to kind of see where we are now, and maybe I can just kind of touch on that and then look at based on the overview document and maybe get some feedback from the community here in terms of the direction moving forward. So initially, when we started, it was sort of like a slow trickle of invites into the Telegram channel. The idea was just to kind of bring people into the community first, have discussions around how to get set up with a Near wallet and a Near name. If you don't already have one and you're here in the room or you're listening, do drop a message in the Telegram and request a Near name, and then we can work that out for you and get you one. And then the other one was just to kind of create awareness of, what the purpose of this guild is and what we want to accomplish. And I think that we started something, which is because obviously we're focused on music here, right? And we want to highlight the music and what's been happening in the community, as that we've kicked off with, we're going to be talking about that shortly. We kicked off the NxM live event that happened last Friday. So I think one of the main objectives with the guild is to kind of facilitate the members of the community in order to, do things that they want to do related to music, as well as relating to the Near ecosystem and how we can benefit our community here, the NxM Music Guild community. So things like having different events that involve the community, I think, are crucial to, our growth, as well as to shed light and exposure on the artists here with us, and also to kind of give something fun for us to participate in. So now we have this NxM Live event, and we're looking at seeing how we can build the guild out to facilitate more events similar to this one, as well as look at how we can assist members of the community to mint their NFTs. Now, I'm not sure if you all already know about what's happening with Mintbase and the current situation Mintbase in testnet. But yeah, so what we're trying to do is just get everyone ready for when Mintbase goes mainnet, and then we're going to be able to facilitate then the minting of NFTs for all of you as well. So that's one of our primary objectives here. And I would like to say, if you're in the room also, please do, if you have any questions, drop your questions in the chat, and we can kind of answer them as we go along. Mike, do you have anything to add in terms of, developing the overview and sort of the foundation documents of the guild?
No, I mean, I think that pretty well covers it. I guess for me, I imagine when I started learning about, just crypto and near as well, the questions that I had, right, and trying to just create it out, build it out in a way that we can pull from resources that already exist and just put them in a really clear, concise sort of path forward, right, so that people can really easily in an evening kind of thing be like, oh, okay, I went from no knowledge to everything I need to start sort of confidently create in this space, because there's so many nuances and rabbit holes. And as I'm sure you have, I have spent just hours, days and weeks at this point, just diving into it, right? And yeah, to just create a facility of entry and to help people understand, the community that's here and what we can all do together.
Wonderful. Okay, so I think that if you haven't had a chance yet to go over the overview document, please do that. And also, if you have anything you want to contribute, because I know everybody in here has ideas and has thoughts towards how we can, really make this a better place and invite more people and generally contribute to the core foundation of the guild, because really what this is about is it's about all of us here. So I think that that's important to remember. It's not just about, me organizing things or Mike writing stuff out. We really want to engage everybody in the community, in the NxM community here, to contribute to what they think is most valuable moving forward. Like, what should a guild be about? What are the core elements that should be included? And if you have any thoughts related to that, please do share. Okay, so with that said, I think that's a kind of good introduction to our second part of the session, is a direction moving forward and where we want to take this. So this being our first session and our first community call, it's just going to be more of an overview and getting to know each other and getting kind of familiar with this Airmeet space, because I think for some of us it's the first time that we're in here. So just, it's going to take a minute, I think, to get this going on a regular basis and to get everyone feel comfortable to get involved. And okay, Alex, yes, we'll link the Telegram. Can someone link an invite for Alex in the chat, please? Or, okay, Deduku is going to do that. All right, awesome. All right, thanks, Mike. You can feel free to step off the stage. I'm going to invite Alex to the stage now. Let me get Alex up here.
I literally don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay. I'll do it for you. There we go.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Hey. Hello, everybody.
Hey.
How are you?
Excellent. Thanks for being here. I know it's really late over there in Australia at the moment.
It's either really late or really early. So yeah, 3 a.m. here.
Wow. I appreciate that.
Easy.
You
No
sticking
worries. I'm
around
glad
for
to be
this.
here. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. So I guess let's just go over, for those people who didn't have a chance to check out the NxM Live event last Friday, maybe you can just give a little recap on the event and the ideas moving forward for the next event.
Yeah, certainly. So the NxM Live sort of came about because we thought, well, what a better way to demonstrate to the artists that are in the community by doing something that's like very public. So we ran a live stream. We had 9 artists across 4 continents. Managed to have 9.5 hours of uptime on it. So we had Nana Blue. I don't know who else is here, but really grateful for all the artists that played. It was our first time doing anything completely broadcasting live anywhere. Like it was all at once, all the time. I think there was like 250 people at one point. It was the high point of the number of people that came past. But really what we want to do is just showcase and provide services for streaming and marketing for everyone through the NxM Live community, or NxM Community, as a live arm of that. So providing infrastructure and making it sort of plug-in for people. But it was super fun. We played music as well. So it was kind of weird to do us playing live through a live stream. I think we had one artist, I always forget their name, Star Pause. It was him in USA streaming with his visual talent in the Philippines, streaming into our live stream and going from there. So yeah, that went for 10 hours. We had 9.5 hours uptime, or the whole time it was up. Pretty interesting experience, and like looking forward, we're just looking to support people in whatever they want to do in terms of live streaming. So we'll provide the infrastructure for that and help keep pushing this forward for the community.
Nice. Okay, so what about sort of what's coming next? I know that we've had a conversation about this in the chat group, and there is another NxM Live chat group. So for those people who do want to participate in a live stream or upcoming a live stream, please do hit us up in the NxM chat, and then we can kind of bring you in as we kind of build this out. So I know we talked a little bit about, potentially what's coming up next, but what are your thoughts?
Sure. Yeah. So at this point, we're looking at monthly or bi-monthly. Now the DAO's been launched, we can all talk about frequency and what that could look like and how we can get a good run sheet artist going. Because I think that it not only does it need to be an event, it also needs to be a marketing support for the artists themselves, so that they can understand how moving across to minting their own tracks, minting their own art, working together is another aspect that I think is important. So if we have something that's monthly or bi-monthly, we'll see how things unfold. It'd be great to have artists. I know that Komori is also excited to do his next one live. It'd be great to keep pushing people towards performing live because we have the infrastructure to do that. So we'd like to be, and I know that, we'd like to be part of helping people do that. And I know that Dennis from Mina Day is actually already doing some music education. He sold his first NFT this week, I think, didn't he? That's really cool. So yeah, it would be looking at doing monthly or bi-monthly events, but also with the added benefit of helping to push artists towards how they can get more live or achieve their goals. Really, that's from our side. Our goal is to help everyone else achieve their goals. So that's it. So we can really, the next step would be: are we going to do a bi-monthly? And then how are we going to capture the value? How are we going to bring more artists on board? How are we going to show the power of Near as it heads towards mainnet? I'm also working on something to do with more of the systems level in terms of capturing data and how to provide that to the artists. That's a longer term. It's more of a couple of year project. But yeah, in terms of events, looking at monthly or bi-monthly.
Awesome. So this is, I think, one of the things that's exciting about this space is the ability to utilize virtual worlds, for example, CryptoVoxels and Decentraland and some of the other bases. And we found that broadcasting in CryptoVoxels can be pretty exciting. because we can create this sort of unique experience in that virtual setting where people can take in the music live stream, but at the same time be able to chat together with each other in a virtual space
and interact.
Interact. And I think these are one of the things that we would like to incorporate more. So what I was thinking is that eventually what we can do is we can get a space, say in Crypto Voxels, for NxM as like a guild headquarters. And that headquarters we can use to host events, whether NxM Live or any events from the artists within the community that they want to do. It's really just as a sort of community center in a way, right? Where we can provide education about the guild as well as showcase artists' works as NFTs, maybe with a little gallery, and then have sort of a live streaming area for them to just broadcast to in general, which I think would be really good. So if people who are listening in the community who want to do events, even like one-off events, these are the type of things that eventually the guild is going to want to support. Currently, as we're growing, a lot are just kind of like, all right, let's try this, try that, and we're doing a lot of experimentation. So please feel free if you're, here, if you have ideas, present them in the Telegram and, gather people together and let's make them happen, because that's what this is all about, us supporting each other.
Yeah, it'd be good to, sorry to jump in there, Vandal. It'd be good to, get anyone who was dropped by for a little bit there on the last week, any of us or anyone who's interested in participating and being part of a live stream event. It'd be good to know what they think was missing, what they think is necessary. How can we provide more value really if we're going to be doing this on the regular and helping to build the community through events? Get to know how we can do better.
Yeah, definitely. Feedback, I think, is important. So if you were a part of the NxM Live, even as a performing artist or who contributed, obviously these type of things, coordinating people from across the planet on DJ streams is a challenging thing. I know
it was huge. It was a really nice exercise. We loved it, but it was there was a lot of time, and the first one's always the hardest, but yeah, we're always looking to push it further and make it better. And we're thinking there's more interaction that we can have, and I think you using crypto voxels is one step towards that, but I think there's a lot more interaction that can happen with people using different platforms that are starting to form. So it could be some really exciting stuff we can do using these virtual worlds.
Yeah, and Travis was saying the NxM avatar swag. So actually what we wanted to do, I know that all the ideas that we had before NxM Live happened, not all of them we were able to execute, and one of them was a collectible from the poster be posted up on Paris, which is on the Near blockchain, and then everybody who has a Near wallet who attended or part of the guild would then be given sort of this collectible souvenir from the first one. I know Natuno is putting together the poster in the format that's needed for Paris. So when it's out, I think we'll be able to airdrop that on people already, I think. But yeah, these are the kind of cool things that we can combine in with these live events. And avatar swag, I think the challenge with crypto voxels and Ethereum at the moment is the gas prices. Anybody who knows crypto voxels at the moment knows that even to get your name registered or to get wearables is pretty expensive due to gas prices. Hopefully they can hop on Near one of these days as well. that would be really cool. So okay, I guess with that said, do you have any more thoughts in terms of the guild and maybe where you personally might want to contribute or might need help with?
Well, I think given the nature of DAOs, it's more like project-based contributions, and I'm pretty available right now. And my goals at this point in time are to be involved in music and technology. My background's in technology in general. So I think that as initiatives develop, it'd be good to talk to Mike about what he needs help with on the Notion side, because I'm pretty available right now. So I'm more than happy to do this. And I think that it's a pretty exciting space to be in right now, when this digital rights management is really top of mind for artists. So there's a huge amount of space for us to really do something here. So like I said, it's a project-based environment by nature, and I'm just willing to contribute wherever I need to on that sort of front, because my background's in product operations, general software, I guess you could call it project or product management. So yeah, and then music, just very, very passionate about music. So there we go.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks
and thank
a
you
lot,
for all
Alex.
the artists. Thanks for all the artists the other day. I'm really grateful for CreateBase too, if Chloe's around, and it's good to really good to share that space with everyone. I'm really excited. We lost our minds when we first saw Me in a Day. Excellent. All right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alex. All right.
Cheers. Bye.
Yeah, shout out to Chloe as well. Chloe's been a huge help in the CreateBase community. I think most of you probably already know what's happening with CreateBase as base on Near. Yeah, okay, so moving forward and kind of building off of that, we set up a DAO already. So for those who don't know what a DAO is, it's essentially a decentralized autonomous organization, and it's a way for us to govern and manage the community transparently, and for members of the community to submit proposals to be voted on, and then to be approved or not approved by the council of the DAO, which is also appointed by the community as well. So I want to share in the comments in the chat the link to DAO and the idea of what we want to achieve with the DAO. So building out this guild on Near, we have an opportunity to tap into support and funding from Near for the guild. And the idea is that we're going to put these funds into the DAO, and then members of the community can submit proposals, generally proposals of things that they want to do that will either benefit the community or in general the Near ecosystem, whether that's things like, for example, NxM Live for events, or whether that's onboarding initiatives locally where you are, and then also whether that's collaborative engagement between artists and visual artists and musicians, and then to create something that will be then minted on Near as an NFT. These are things that are kind of like in progress in terms of the technology with Near, is that Mintbase is still in testnet. So in terms of minting, we have Paras, which is basically just collectible cards at the moment. So we will be kind of waiting for Mintbase to come out of testnet. And here's CreateBase community. What's up, CreateBase? Is that you, Lenara, Chloe? What's up? Yeah. So I think those who are not familiar with what a DAO is, feel free to just kind of do a Google search and learn a bit more about what DAOs are, and then think about ways that you can contribute to the community, as well as engage other people. This could be simple things like, for example, promoting NxM right on Twitter, or different activations that we can think of. Or maybe it's about creating resources, for example, educational resources for the guild, whether that's in video format or writing. This could also be, handling duties for social media. That could be onboarding people into the guild, managing the Telegram channel, creating a Discord server for the guild as we grow. All of these sort of contributions, I think, are really important to making this work. And as a community, we want to make sure that everybody who is contributing is rewarded accordingly. So this is one of the reasons why we have the guild, not just the guild, but why we have the DAO and the purpose of the DAO. Also, in line with that, we will have, basically needs that the guild does need, certain things that I think are important for us to run in different areas. So I wanted to kind of just touch on a few ideas around this is, what sort of departments, I don't want to call them departments, but yeah, let's just call them departments. What kind of departments do we need to create for Near Music Guild? These departments, we could create micro DAOs that operate under the Music Guild DAO in order to support those initiatives directly. So for example, if we have, let's say, a marketing department, right? So these kind of things that the community needs, especially musicians. I found talking to a lot of musicians, they want marketing support, right? To help to promote their works, to get it out there. And that's something that I think we all need. So by creating a marketing department as a DAO itself that operates under the broader NxM DAO, we can look to support those initiatives and the people managing that DAO, right? There's education, okay, R&D, long-term, cool. These are all like wonderful ideas, and I think that these are the building blocks for us as a community to focus on, okay, what are the things that we need? Let's look creating committees or groups with the members in here to spearhead these. Yeah, decentralized marketing team. Exactly. That's exactly the type of thing that we do need. And then support boarding. There was another comment on onboarding from Alex, which I think is crucial. We spent a lot of time bringing people in, educating them, telling them about Near, and then once we have members of the community who are able to do that, then we have a mechanism through the guild and through the DAO to then be able to help members facilitate these things. And also think about, how you can bring people in your own community, wherever you are in the world, to help them get into Music Guild, as well as to be able to support their initiatives and for us to kind of work together. So these are the general ideas around what we can do with DAO. And as you see now, we just set up the DAO. And thanks to Chloe for helping set that up. Actually, Chloe, if you are free for a second, I would like to invite you to the stage just to talk about the hackathon that's coming and what we can do in terms of building out the NxM DAO and then creating this web of other DAOs. So let me invite you up. If you're cool with that, hopefully you are. Let's see. All right, we'll wait for Chloe. But in the meantime, also, please feel free to just continue to come up with different ideas on what we can do. And then we can basically create a forum for us to discuss these things. And we can do this either through the Telegram group for now, or through a server on Discord that we can get set up. Currently, the guild doesn't have, we have a little bit of funding thanks to CreateBase. So they've been assisting the guild in the meantime while we grow and getting everything into place with the community. And we're starting to have the conversations now to then bring in some funding for the guild. And I'm thinking that we can follow the CreateBase example. So if you're familiar with CreateBase, there's a website, there's documentation, and I think that the key is now is that we can format this documentation for people coming in our onboarding in a way that leads directly to musicians. Because the idea here is that we are, a guild of musicians and music people, whether or not we are musicians ourselves, but we are involved in music and the greater music ecosystem. So, oh yeah, that's exactly it, Travis. That's kind of what Alex has been doing, setting up the technical side for the streaming and everything, and then we can basically set up. Let's maybe get a Discord server set up so that we can start to create these channels. What do you guys think about setting up a Discord? Alex, yeah, you on it? Awesome. Great. And anybody who wants to, I think the thing with the guild, right, is that we have the opportunity to say, hey, you want to get involved, just jump in. Don't be shy. Just kind of say, hey, I want to do this. I want to do that. And then just go ahead, take the initiative. I think that this is what we really want to try and encourage with the guild. I think rather than me rambling on, I think I've covered most of this that we want to talk about. So I want to see if we have anybody who wants to get on the stage here with me to discuss. I did invite Chloe, but I guess Chloe's still busy, so I'll cancel that. But if someone wants to come up to the stage and ask questions, or if you have a question, I know there was some, I think Lance, I know that you had a couple of questions or comments on how we can do things. Maybe I can invite you up to the stage if you want. Just let me know in the chat, and then I'll do that. But basically, yeah, we want to create this community so that we can get everybody engaged, and so that we can do what we want to do, and we can be supported along the way. And we can use the technology, and we can help people learn about the benefits of the technology. And I think that's one of the key things. Yeah, Music DAO, exactly. This is the NxM Music DAO. It exists. It's operational. I mean, it hasn't really done anything yet. If you do look, we have one proposal. It was basically just a transfer to a new council. We can do I think we can do sort of a learning session about DAOs and how to interact with the DAO. Yeah, so, okay, let me get you up here. Okay, mobile, cannot be joined by mobile device. Oh, man. Okay, Lance, unfortunately, we can't get you up because you're on your mobile. So I guess let's just drop a question in the chat. And then I know you mentioned something. I'm scrolling up here now to what you had written previously. Okay, so you're talking about mainstream adoption and was that fungible tokens as attractive reason to adopt a new way of doing business more so than NFTs? I would love to talk to you more about that. Yeah, I tried to invite you up, but apparently it doesn't work because you're on your mobile. Let me try again. Hold on. Yeah, no, I think it's because on your mobile that I'm unable to bring you up here. Is there anybody else maybe who wants to ask some questions? Or if you can, Lance, maybe just drop a question in the live chat for now. Geez, Alex, you're quick. We have a Discord. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, so I think, let's see, what should we, I wanted to make this a Q&A, so if people have questions, drop them in the chat or raise your hand so that you can come up to the stage. It would be great to hear also what members of the community are doing So if there's some ideas that you want to sort of talk about or ask questions, please raise your hand. This is a time for all of us to just talk about stuff and have a session. And here we go, Travis. All right, let's hit.
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, Travis. Hey.
So I'm just curious as far as the live capabilities of the space. So I've seen that there's a lot of like live DJ sets and that kind of thing, and it's cool. My main, like one of the main ways that I make money to eat is I do it's like a live request piano show. Me and a dude, been doing it for like a decade, and people, it's like interactive. It's a lot of like, I don't know, like bad jokes, comedy, that type of crap, but also playing songs, getting people involved and all that. And we've actually, through the pandemic, since the bar, my house gig has been shut down here in California, we've been doing live streams already just on Facebook Live just because it's easy. But I'm curious if there's a capability to perhaps do that, say on CryptoVoxels, along with the interaction, whether it be like through chat, people requesting songs. I don't know if that's possible, because I was thinking like even using, I don't know, Near or whatever cryptocurrency, I mean, you can do that. There is that a kind of potential for that? Does it exist?
Yeah, I think for sure. I know Alex is wanting to maybe hop in here to assist with the answer. Yeah, okay, so what I was thinking potentially what you could do is maybe rather than asking the audience live which songs to do, maybe you could do like, let's say you have a five song set, right? The first couple of songs, maybe the first 2 or 3 songs, you can get requests from members of the community beforehand, and then have that as what you lead with. And then those in the audience, for example, if we're streaming through Twitch and embedding in CryptoVoxels, we would kind of need to have like a moderator who would assist basically to enable us to kind of relay the messages in the live space, say CryptoVoxels or on Twitch. But what were you thinking, Alex? Are you there? I don't hear you. No. Yeah, I still don't hear you, Alex. Okay, no worries. Maybe just drop in the comments. But yeah, I think that for CryptoVoxels, for that live element, the best way to do it would be through Twitch stream, and then you could also engage artists, or not artists, the audience through the Twitch stream to say, hey, you know, what should I do next? And we can also use Discord as well for this as we go to the Discord. Let me just get Travis back up here until okay. Yeah, let me get Travis back up here so we can continue this convo. Travis. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so does that kind of answer the question a bit?
Yeah, it does. And like I wrote in the chat, when we've done it, we always have a producer who's manning like the Facebook chat, and then we have a live like Google Docs that is updated while we're on the stage, and we go, and it's just like a back and forth thing, and me and my partner, whatever. So yeah, I'd like to. I mean, I know Alex and I have been kind of back and forth randomly to have a call or whatever, just to kind of see if that's, explore that a little more. But I think that'd be kind of a fun, just sort of not non-traditional thing to try in the space, because it's a very niche-y thing, and people like it because it's not the normal thing, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
and that's what I think this space is about, and is to be able to offer unique experiences to people, and you know, really find a way where, you know, we can express ourselves. Obviously, this is something you enjoy doing, right? And which is why you do it. And we should be able to figure out how we can make this sustainable for you, given the current situations. And even once things kind of get back to normal, I think it's cool to integrate then these ideas into a live set in a physical environment where you can still broadcast it into CryptoVoxels, have the community involved, and even engage in onboarding in the real world by saying, hey, get an ear name, get an airdrop of the poster for tonight's gig. Like all these kind of little incentives, I think are important. We do have near names for everybody. So if you don't have your near name yet and you're out there, let me know and we can create one for you. We can get that going and get you activated in the community, because this is a way where, you know, we'll be able to support you and what you want to do. Currently this is the conversation like, all right, let's get the community running and let's see what the community needs and wants to do moving forward. And then let's get the funds in and let's power the community to do this. So we have an opportunity as well to kind of do airdrops and these sort of things with the NEAR token. And I think that kind of touches on what Lance was talking about earlier about incentivizing artists and getting them and their fans engaged by having this fungible token, which is a NEAR token, and potentially even having an NxM token, on NEAR, which is something that we could then use for our ecosystem here to grow and build that out. And to me, that's something that's exciting to look forward to as well. Do you want to share any more thoughts or anything? And if anybody else is watching, we've got about another 5 minutes left. If you have questions, please do hop in and ask.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We can keep the conversation going just, through chat or whatever, but I would definitely want to try and get that going. So
awesome.
Thanks.
Cool. Thanks, Travis. All right.
Thanks, man.
So yeah, I think you're right, Lance, and this is something that NEAR has been supportive of, not only for the Create-based community as an example of what we want to do here with the Music Guild, is that there will be resources available to guild members. And that's something that, yes, I will hook you up. Mnet it'll be .near, but yeah, mnet.near. Cool. All right, so we've got another question. Let's get Diduku. Hey, Diduku.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Very well. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you for this opportunity, Vandal. I'm so excited about everything, especially the NxM community. It's very helpful. It's something that will sharpen and encourage artists. So I think since our major aim is to facilitate artists and make them believe that what they are doing is really huge. Yes, I also believe it's good for us to come up with plans of maybe marketing strategies. Like over here in Africa, we'll have different marketing strategies. So just like I've been inviting a few to the group, yeah, they barely come online on Telegrams. Yes, they do. So I don't know if I should have a WhatsApp group. Then from the WhatsApp group, I can move them to the Telegram, make them understand that everything it's in the Telegram and the Discord. So and secondly, I have my single I'm about to mint in the in the space. So I actually have been having some issues connecting to a 3D, and a few ones I got they say it will take a time. It will take up to like a month or so. So I think it's still right for us to have those contacts of 3D artists, so we can hook up collaborations. Of course, you can drop a song, an artwork. Yes, and I think it will help. It will definitely.
Yeah, that's great points, because you've got you mentioned 2 points, right? So building your existing community, and then maybe something like NxM Africa or something that's more localized, so that, because I think where we are in the world, we understand our communities better and we understand the needs of our communities. So I think that it's great that we can kind of establish different divisions or different areas where we can then activate communities locally. And then also to be able to bring the collaborative effort together by connecting musicians to visual artists, I think is all very important. That's something I think that maybe we can leverage on the Create Base community, because I know there's a lot of artists in Create Base communities. So I think that we need to figure out a way also to invite these visual artists to come and be a part of the Music Guild as well in some form or fashion, so that we can help to connect those who need, especially musicians who may not have access to visual artists, right? And who may have something in mind. So this is all about connecting people, right? This is what we're doing. This is what the Guild is doing. So great comments, great questions. And we are looking forward to your NFT. It's going to be really dope. And do you want to, is there anything else you want to touch on or say? Because we've got a few more minutes left here, and I think you're the last with the questions, so I can leave the floor to you. Okay.
I think I'm done with the questions. I think it's right we do something about it. Then if there's anything else, I'm always there. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. Okay, one love. All right, y'all. Okay, so I guess we're coming in to the end of our first community call, and I want to thank everybody who's been in here. We've got 12 people on the call now, so much love to all of you who've jumped on board. I hope this session has been informative as a place where we can start and build from, and hope that you guys will get more involved on the Telegram and share ideas that you have for the Guild and the things that you want to do, as well as how we can, create beneficial situations, all of us that help advance our cause as we build out a new music industry ecosystem together as artists and musicians who feel like, we know what we need and all this stuff. So appreciate all of you. Let's keep the conversation going in the Telegram. And Alex has just amazingly set up the Discord. So, as we grow over the next couple of days until next week and beyond, we'll be able to kind of find everybody their own place where they fit, and then kind of build things out around that. So let's keep the conversation going. Thanks everybody for being here. Our first NxM community call. Much love, and we'll see you on the Telegram. All right. Take care. Peace.